What's going on, pilots? Welcome back to the channel. Warren here. We are currently at Gateway RC Club, Jacksonville, Florida. Today we brought out the E-flite Cherokee. Today we're just going to do a little bit of comparison with the different types of battery packs that you can fly on this model. So for the first flight, we're going to go up with a Spectrum 3S 2200 milliamp battery. And then on the second flight, we'll do a 4S version to kind of see the comparison in performance and flight characteristics of this model. So let's go ahead and power this plane up, and I'll see you guys on the runway. Got takeoff flaps deployed. We're on low rates right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take off. That was a very short takeoff. That was probably like what, 10, 15 feet. Right now, pretty stable with takeoff flaps deployed. We're gonna go ahead and bring it up. We're flying on low rates right now from the manual. Coasting it at about half throttle. So we're currently flying on 3S. Let's do a left to right pass. Kind of give it a nice scale flyby real quick over the runway. Look at those lights. Bright enough to see during daylight. That was a pretty good pass. Coming around again. Alright, let's check out the roll rates on this on low. So here's an 8-round roll. Not bad. Alright, we'll come around and do a loop. Applying power, pulling back on the elevator. And performs it very well. A little roll in the end. Nice. Now let's check out mid rates. Do another roll. Pitch it up a little bit. A little quicker on the roll at mid. Alright. Come around left to right and do a high rate roll.
High rate.
A little better. Actually has a sport feel to it on high rates. We'll set up for an inverted pass. See how well it flies inverted. So right now I'm at half throttle still. Around. Flip the plane over. Look at that. I'm barely giving it down elevator to maintain that altitude inverted. Performed it pretty well. Now, since we were on high rates, let's see if it'll do a knife edge. Not bad. It actually does it, not too shabby. Let's do the other direction, right to left. It's fighting it, it's fighting it. Not too bad for a scale plane doing knife edges. Alright. We're going to go and deploy full flaps and check out the slow speed characteristics of this model. See how slow we can get it. Let me get a little bit of altitude. Check its stall speed. Alright, pulling back on power now. That is 0 power right now, and it's just coasting. Starting to get a little bit of wing waggle there. Nose down a little bit, adding power. Alright. Let's do a quick approach. That was a pretty good flight. This thing comes in pretty slow, so that was performance on 3S. Now there's one thing that we didn't do is check the vertical power on 3S, so I'm going to turn back around, do a nice quick vertical power check and see how look at that short takeoff. Alright, flaps coming up.
Flaps up.
Come around left to right and climb at full power. Still holding full and she's starting to lose it there. So that's 3S power right there. Come around. Bring our takeoff flaps down. We'll land and swap over to 4S and check the performance with that pack. Man, this thing just floats.
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up.
Look at those scale lines. That looks really good on the ground. Alright guys, so this is 4S power right now on the Cherokee, so let's go check out how well this thing performs on the 4S pack. So flaps are already deployed, ready for takeoff. Golly, look at that. That was 3/4 power and it got off the ground in less than 5 feet. Jeez. Alright. Bringing flaps up. I'm actually excited to check out the vertical now on this. Alright, we're gonna come right to left and we're gonna climb to see how much power this thing's got now. So going full power, into the climb, gone vertical, look at that thing. Almost unlimited vertical. Yee. Wow. What day and night difference on 4S. Alright, let's do a high-speed pass over the runway, coming in right to left. Power now, we're at full power, into the wind. Now she's cooking. Now it feels more of a sport plane than a scale plane in the air. And that was with what, 7 or 8 mile headwind. Rolls feel a little better with that extra speed. No problem. And it feels good in the air with this extra power. 4S is definitely the setup that you want to do with this plane. 3S if you want to just maintain some scale flying, but if you want to mix it up and do some scale maneuvers and sport maneuvers, actually I should say, 4S is it. Do a little half Cuban. Do a little roll on the top of it. Look at that thing. Let's do a left to right pass with some tailwind. See if we get a little bit more speed out of this thing. It's cooking on this setup. Alright. I think I've seen enough. I'm convinced. 4S is definitely the setup with this plane. Let's take off flaps. Coming on the downwind of our landing approach. Flaps now. Turn into base. Just coax this thing back on the ground. Really digging the scale lights on this thing. You can see it pretty well with all this daylight. Alright guys, so that was pretty much the flight review on this E-flite Cherokee, both on 3S and 4S power. In my opinion, I think 3S power, if you want to just fly this model as scale as you can as possible in the air and just doing basic scale maneuvers, 3S setup was pretty good. But if you want to really push it to its envelope, 4S setup really put it there. The vertical was almost unlimited and your top speed drastically increased, and with the added 4S pack in there, it really didn't feel any different as far as wing loading on this plane. Definitely one of those planes that you want to bring out on the weekend for just a nice, casual flying that you want to do. Definitely is one of those planes to have in your hangar. So there you have it guys, a little quick flight review on the E-flite Cherokee.